Hi guys, in this video you'll see how the actors of the TV series Beverly Hills 90210, 1990, 2000 have changed. You'll know their real names and age. I will show you how they look then and what's with them now. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go! Steve Sanders is a seemingly happy-go-lucky, rich and spoiled teenager who seeks out danger and often gets himself into trouble. However, he worries about his adoption, strained relationships with his parents, friends, and his girlfriend. Portrayed by Ian Ziering. Brandon Walsh is Brenda's twin brother and a virtuous guy. He enjoys increased attention from girls, has a good relationship with his sister. She is his best friend. He is strict with himself and always maintains high moral standards. Kelly Taylor is a self-centered and arrogant girl. She's very attractive to guys, which she likes to take advantage of. However, it's not empty as it seems at first glance. Inside, she deeply worries about the problems of her family. Portrayed by Jenny Garth. Cindy Walsh is Jim Walsh's wife, a sweet and sensitive woman, a housewife, and a volunteer at the recycling center. She enjoys gardening, loves her children, and really misses her always working husband, which makes her feel lonely. Portrayed by Carol Potter. Andrea Zuckerman is a sweet girl with a big heart. She is the editor of the West Beverly Blaze school newspaper and also volunteers. She's a smart and motivated girl who dreams of an academic scholarship to Yale University. Portrayed by Gabriel Carteris. Ned Busicchio is the owner of the Peach Pit, where he spends most of his life. He is kind-hearted, cares about people and neighborhoods, and organizes free holiday meals for the homeless. Portrayed by Joe E. Tato, who died of Alzheimer's disease in 2018. David Silver is an ambitious and energetic guy. He is interested in music and DJing and is dating the most popular girl in school, Kelly Taylor. But this doesn't stop him from being interested in other girls and using drugs. The role was played by Brian Austin Green. Dylan McKay is a smart, well-read loner teenager who relies only on himself. He is mature beyond his years, but due to childhood traumas, he can be hostile and unpredictable. Played by Luke Perry, who died from a massive ischemic stroke in 2019. Jim Walsh is an accountant, husband of Cindy Walsh, and father of Brenda and Brandon. He is a workaholic, strict, restrained in his feelings, and a pragmatic man. He lost his rebellious spirit in his youth, choosing a conservative life. Portrayed by James Egghouse. Jackie Taylor is a former famous model, mother of Kelly, Erin, and David. She is funny, flexible, stylish, but suffers from addiction to drugs and alcohol. So Kelly had to grow up too quickly and effectively become her mother's guardian. Portrayed by Anne Gillespie. Claire Arnold is the daughter of the rector of the University of California, a privileged, smart and courageous girl who is used to getting what she wants. She was friends with Prince Charles and considered him as a pain in the ass. Noah Hunter is a member of the wealthy clan involved in the oil business. He is secretive and doesn't like to share his feelings and experiences, but he's kind, helps his friends who face problems, and shows empathy to them. Portrayed by Vincent Young. Matt Durning is a straight-talking lawyer who defends dishonest people. He's attracted to women and arouses their interest. However, he likes Kelly Taylor and tries to woo her, but sometimes his unscrupulous work gets in the way. Portrayed by Daniel Cosgrove. Janet Saltner is a magazine editor, an emotional, passionate, and strong girl. She meets Steve Sanders solely for sex, and she is satisfied with her freedom and lifestyle, but later she falls in love with him, and they build a strong family. Played by Lindsay Price. Jess Vasquez is a law student who builds a relationship with Andrea. He doesn't know how to control his emotions and often shows coldness and harshness towards her. Their relationship deteriorates, which affects the child. Portrayed by Mark Diaz-Espinosa. Ray Bruce is a reclusive carpenter and aspiring musician who is dating Donna. Although he's a kind guy, he can easily become agitated and moody. He doesn't care about wealth or position in society and often criticizes such people. Voted by Jamie Walters. Susan Keats is a smart, outspoken and very passionate young woman who works as the editor of Condor magazine. She is a feminist who butts heads with Brandon, with whom she later develops a relationship, but her career comes first. Played by Emma Caulfield Ford. Scott Scanlon is a smart, nervous and slightly clumsy guy. He spends time with his childhood friend David and is interested in computers. He strives to be himself and doesn't conform to what other people think is cool. The role is played by Douglas Emerson. Raj Sanders is a bright and daring businessman, Steve's father. He has a sharp, rude and sometimes insensitive character, which negatively affects their relationship with Steve, not counting the fact that Steve considered him not his own father. Played by Jed Allen. Gina Kincaid is a former Olympic hopeful figure skater who works in a touring ice show. She is very hardworking and always goes to her goals. She's attractive, and there are always rumors and guys hanging around her. The role is played by Vanessa Marcil. Carly Reynolds is a single mother with her son Zach. She is very optimistic and strong-willed. Having become pregnant while still at school and left alone, she shows perseverance and determination, taking care of herself and her son. Played by Hilary Swank. Lucinda Nicholson is a PhD in cultural anthropology. She's married to sociology professor Corey Randall, but cheats on him. She's an intelligent, sensual, sexually liberated woman, but at the same time unsure of what she wants from life. Played by Dina Meyer. Emily Valentine, Christine Ellis, is a troubled child. She moved to many different schools and was always the new kid. She is calm, modest and friendly, but is not accepted at school. She feels increasingly lonely and is diagnosed with borderline disorder. Tony Marchand is a wealthy businessman involved in land development, casinos and criminal activities. He's smart, cunning, knows how to get what he wants and will do it no matter what. Played by Stanley Camel, who died of a heart attack in 2008. Iris McKay, Stephanie Beecham, is Dylan's free-spirited and slightly strange mother who is interested in spirituality. She divorced her husband and went to live in Hawaii, leaving behind her son, with whom she subsequently tried to strengthen her relationship. Phyllis Martin is a snobbish socialite and Donna's strict mother. She cheats on her husband, leads a wild life, and is not going to deny herself any pleasures. She treats her daughter's boyfriends arrogantly and carefully selects them. Voted by Catherine Cannon. Toni is a funny, good-natured and sometimes brave young woman who studies at the University of California. She meets Dylan, whom she later marries. She is smart and kind to everyone around her, but at heart she remains a loner. Voted by Rebecca Gayheart. Sophie Burns is an aspiring actress and girlfriend of Steve Sanders. Begins to have a hidden relationship with David, manipulating both men and their friendship. However, after breaking up with both of them, she focuses on her career. Voted by Laura Leighton. Cliff Eager is a former naval officer from New York who works as a firefighter in Los Angeles. He's courageous, brave and willing to take risks for others. One day he saves Donna during a forest fire, after which they begin dating. Brenda Walsh is Jim's twin sister. She's a smart, driven, and passionate girl, brave in her choices and not afraid to stand up for herself and what she believes in. However, she worries about becoming an outcast at her new school. Portrait by Shannon Doherty. Valerie Mello is a cunning and strong girl. She doesn't trust people because of her father's harassment of her. She manipulates people, pushing them away in the process when what she's really looking for is friendship and safety. Portrayed by Tiffany Thiessen. Donna Martin is an easygoing and good-natured person with a rational and sometimes courageous character. She hides her insecurities by trying to look fashionable and be popular. Having met Kelly, they become best friends, even after school. Played by Tari Spanning. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please share it on social networks, like it, and of course subscribe to the channel.